Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, the home of passionate riders and two-wheel enthusiasts from around the world. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic cruiser names in India's biking scene, a motorcycle that has carried forward the legacy of easy riding and relaxed cruising for years with the all-new 2026 Bajaj Avenger 160. This year, Bajaj has taken things up a notch with an updated design, refined performance, and a few subtle but impactful changes that make this machine one of the most value-packed cruisers in its segment. So sit back, relax, and let's roll deep into the details of what the new Avenger 160 brings to the road. At first glance, the 2026 Bajaj Avenger 160 continues to maintain its classic cruiser identity, but with modern enhancements that reflect Bajaj's evolving design philosophy. The front section immediately grabs attention with its revamped LED headlamp unit, replacing the previous halogen setup. The circular headlamp retains that traditional cruiser look, but now with a ring-style LED DRL that gives it a much more premium and aggressive presence on the road, especially during dusk rides. The front forks are thicker, adding a bolder stance, and the front fender has been slightly redesigned with sharper lines to match the new age aesthetic while keeping that old-school charm intact. The chrome detailing remains subtle yet effective, with the perfect mix of matte black elements and metallic finishes to give it a strong visual appeal without being flashy. Moving towards the side profile, the Avenger 160 continues to exude that low-slung cruiser attitude that has made it a fan favorite over the years. The 2026 model introduces new color schemes and graphics that highlight its flowing fuel tank design and sleek side panels. The 13-liter teardrop tank still looks elegant, now featuring a more sculpted shape and fresh decals that make the bike look broader and more muscular. The seat setup has also received updates as the cushioning is softer, the texture is improved, and the split-seat design remains optimized for long-distance comfort. Bajaj has fine-tuned the ergonomics slightly. The handlebar sits a bit higher now, offering a more natural posture for taller riders while keeping that signature laid-back cruiser stance. The forward-set footpegs complete the relaxed triangle that defines the Avenger's riding character. The blacked-out engine casing, alloy wheels, and exhaust add to the contemporary appeal, and the overall stance makes it look like a mini version of a larger displacement cruiser. At the rear, Bajaj has refined the aesthetics while maintaining simplicity. The tail lamp unit now features a new LED cluster that blends well with the rear fender. The grab rail has been reworked with a more ergonomic design, and the indicators are sleeker, giving the back end a more cohesive look. The twin shock absorbers at the rear are finished in a contrasting color to stand out, and the exhaust system, now slightly shorter and sportier, produces a deeper tone that adds character without being too loud. The back profile maintains the Avenger's identity: a clean, solid, and unmistakably cruiser. Now let's talk about what's underneath that tank. The 2026 Bajaj Avenger 160 continues to be powered by the reliable 160.4cc single-cylinder, air-cooled, fuel-injected engine, derived from the Pulsar NS 160 but tuned specifically for cruiser performance. It produces around 15 horsepower and 13.7 Nm of torque, delivering smooth power delivery across the rev range. The throttle response feels crisper this year, thanks to improved fuel mapping and a lighter clutch. The engine refinement has also been significantly improved, with reduced vibrations even at higher speeds, a common complaint with earlier models. Bajaj engineers have worked on enhancing the balance shaft and optimizing the exhaust system to deliver better heat management and smoother performance during long rides. The 5-speed gearbox shifts cleanly, with shorter throws that make it easy to maneuver through city traffic or open highways. The gear ratios are well spaced to provide low-end grunt and mid-range power, perfect for laid-back cruising. What stands out about the Avenger 160 is how it manages to feel both relaxed and engaging at the same time. You can easily cruise at 80 km per hour without any stress on the engine, and even when pushed beyond 100 km per hour, it maintains composure without losing stability. In terms of ride and handling, the 2026 Avenger 160 retains its comfortable suspension setup but with a few upgrades. The front telescopic forks now come with better damping, while the rear twin shock absorbers have been fine-tuned to absorb bumps more effectively. Whether you're gliding through city roads or cruising along the highway, the suspension does a commendable job of soaking up rough patches. The low seat height of 737 mm makes it accessible to a wide range of riders, while the wide handlebars offer excellent control. The bike's 156 kg curb weight ensures it remains stable at high speeds but still nimble enough for everyday commuting. Braking duties are handled by a 280 mm front disc and 130 mm rear drum setup, complemented by single-channel ABS for added safety. The feedback from the brakes feels more progressive than before, providing confidence during sudden stops. The 17-inch front and 15-inch rear alloy wheels, paired with tubeless tires, deliver ample grip and stability even during quick cornering or wet conditions. The overall riding experience feels more refined and balanced than the outgoing version. Bajaj has also worked on improving rider convenience. The semi-digital instrument cluster has been updated with clearer graphics and a brighter backlight for better visibility during daytime. It continues to display essential information such as speed, odometer, trip meter, fuel gauge, and service reminder. The inclusion of a small USB charging port near the handlebar adds practicality, especially for riders who rely on navigation or need to charge devices on the go. The 2026 Avenger 160 is not just about performance and looks, it's about character. It's one of those bikes that you can ride slowly, enjoying the journey as much as the destination. Whether you're a college student looking for a stylish commuter, a daily rider who enjoys long weekend trips, or someone upgrading from a smaller bike but not ready for a heavy cruiser, the Avenger 160 fits the bill perfectly. Its blend of comfort, efficiency, and timeless cruiser styling makes it a unique offering in the 158-200cc range. When it comes to fuel efficiency, Bajaj claims an impressive mileage of around 45-50 km/L, depending on riding conditions. That's one of the strongest selling points of the Avenger 160. It gives you cruiser comfort without burning your wallet. Combine that with Bajaj's strong service network and affordable maintenance costs, and you've got a bike that's built for both pleasure and practicality. As for pricing, the 2026 Bajaj Avenger 160 is expected to be available in two variants, the Standard and the Street Edition. Prices start at approximately a superscript 11.25 lakh ex showroom for the base model and go up slightly for the premium variant, depending on the color and finish. This competitive pricing puts it in direct contention with bikes like the Yamaha FZS, TVS Ronin, and Suzuki Intruder, but the Avenger stands out with its pure cruiser DNA and relaxed ergonomics. Riding the new Avenger 160 feels like revisiting an old friend who's evolved but hasn't forgotten its roots. It's more refined, more comfortable, and a lot more stylish, yet it retains that easygoing charm that makes cruising feel effortless. The bike strikes a fine balance between practicality and pleasure, offering enough performance for daily commutes while still being a joy to ride on long open roads. In conclusion, the 2026 Bajaj Avenger 160 proves that you don't need a big engine or a hefty price tag to experience true cruising. Bajaj has successfully updated its most beloved cruiser without losing its soul. For anyone who values comfort, style, and reliability wrapped in an affordable package, the new Avenger 160 is a strong contender. It's a bike that welcomes both new and experienced riders alike, offering a timeless riding experience that continues to define the essence of laid-back motorcycling. So that's our detailed look at the 2026 Bajaj Avenger 160. What do you think about this new version? Does it still hold the spirit of the classic Avenger, or has it evolved into something even better? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow riders, and subscribe to Global Bike Buzz for more in-depth bike reviews, comparisons, and upcoming model updates. Until next time, keep your helmets on, your engines roaring, and your rides smooth. This is Global Bike Buzz, where every ride tells a story.